I used to smoke a lot, like do the volcanoes and all that shit. That's so fun. It was so fun.
One time.
Wow,
that's crazy.
One time.
Maybe there was something in it.
I don't know.
You know, when you're just getting a joint from some dude, you don't know the chain of custody. You don't know what the fuck.
No idea.
Where was this cooked up? You know?
No idea.
Ron White was in the green room at the club one night, and he pulled out this joint. And he goes, "This joint costs $75." I go, "What the fuck is that?" He goes, "Got it from Beverly Hills." I go, "Keep that shit the fuck away from me." So all these other guys smoked it. Brian Simpson smoked it. Duncan Trussell smoked it. And they went on stage. And Duncan said he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He was like, "What did you do to me? What the fuck? I thought it was weed." But they get these joints now in these crazy dispensaries like in L.A., where it's legal now. So they're lacing them with THC. They got THC crystals in them and keef in them. And these are not regular joints. These are for dudes like Be Real, like the kind of shit that he smokes. You know, Be Real. Shout out to my man Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Explicitly for Be Real.
Yes.
That is the only man who can smoke this joint.
That dude is stone cold sober no matter how high he gets.
That is crazy, man. I wonder, like, a lot of my buddies are like that too, man. You have to smoke a lot to feel high.
Yeah, I can't keep up with those fellas. I can't keep up with those. I did his smoke box show where they get you super high and they put you in this dope car and they have cameras in the car and you sit there and just
hotbox the car?
Hotbox the car. And it's ridiculous. I was so high, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to go to bed.
I get high. I'm convinced, too, I get secondhand high from my green room.
Oh, you
my
definitely
buddies fucking blow down.
You definitely do. I've seen people get secondhand high from me in this room. I've seen it where they're all of a sudden they have a hard time remembering what they're talking about. I go, bro, you got high. You got high whether you liked it or not.
And maybe I am high.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a touch.
It's nice. I had a stint too where I tried to smoke like maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's amazing. But then like just shrooms is like for me like just so much more fun for me.
Shrooms should be legal. God.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you are, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and if you're vulnerable, if there's something wrong with your mind, you probably shouldn't be doing any kind of psychedelics. But that's the case with a lot of stuff. But for everybody else, just a little bit every now and then would make your life a little better.
Well, it's interesting you said that too, because now I talked to a bunch of my buddies, who have served, and they said, oh, they're giving them psilocybin to help with like PTSD and shit like that.
Yeah, this shirt that I'm wearing, this is a MAP shirt, Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies. You know these guys? And they are doing a lot of great work with that with MDMA too. MDMA for soldiers. And so they're running these trials and these studies with MDMA in soldiers. And they're finding great results.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And it's just like, this is literally eating cow shit. And
it's nature.
Yeah.
And it's nature that human beings have utilized probably for thousands of years, and we should get back to it.
You got to wonder if that's, I mean, we know why it's not legal. Because it's going to make people invent tools and have better communication with each other and be more,
But the people that they should listen to this. The people that are trying to run the world, you should be doing it too. Because if you did, it would change your consciousness and it would change your focus, and you would still be just as successful. Don't think you won't be. You'll still be successful. You'll be successful under a different metric. You'll probably feel better, and you won't have this fucking guilt, this overwhelming guilt of living your life just constantly trying to acquire money by unscrupulous methods.
Spend your money on shrooms.
You don't even have to spend that much money.
You just go flip some fucking
not that
cow
expensive,
turds.
and if you live in a good spot, they're readily available outside, which is wild. I'm good, man. Thank you, though. It's just one of those things that I think nature put here, or we are, and not even by design, but just by whatever it is about us and whatever it is about that. When that chemical interacts with ours, and it's very similar to normal human neurochemistry, apparently, that psilocybin, when it interacts with us, it's very positive for the most part.
Yeah.
Again, unless you have psychological problems.
Well, I think
or on certain medications.
It like it made me, I was so fucking depressed and so fucking sad for so long. And doing shrooms, it took me out of that. It made me see shit in like such a more, like, it's not all fucking shitty. It's not all shitty.
Did it feel all shitty for you even while you were successful?
Yeah.
That's what's weird, right?
Right, exactly.
Because then you have it all and yet you still feel like shit.
Yes, sir.
That confuses a lot of folks.
Yes, sir. And especially like, I was fucking 18, like whenever the shit popped off, and I was like, oh fuck, man, I don't know what the fuck to do. Everybody's looking at me. I don't, and I can't even imagine how like a Bieber or a Culkin, like, or child actors or performers, like how you even your parents, like, at that, and I don't want to say anything about those people's parents specifically, but in particular, but the parents even then are like, how much money can we make off of this kid? And you see like a lot of YouTube families doing that shit. So it's like, this kid doesn't know what the fuck is going on here.
Exactly.
He doesn't know what's going on here. You're just monetizing your cute kid. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is weird.
And that's why, like, even when I had my baby, you see a lot of the time people are like, first thing that happens, baby fresh out of the coochie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right to Instagram or Twitter or whatever, here's my new fucking baby. Like, that's no crazy shit. And like, the kid doesn't know what the fuck is happening. So like, whenever they're older, they'll be like, oh, I saw your ass when you were a baby. Like, well, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like, but I remember I had the pleasure and the privilege to pull my baby out. And I was like, oh fuck.
Wow.
This is like head all, it's like scrubbed up. So it was crazy. And I'm like, you know what, you can, in this world that we live in right now, where everything is based off of a social currency and a like or a heart metric on any platform, I'm gonna let you fucking decide whenever you want to do that, you know.